but just give me a shout if you came and got what you came for.
Amen.
Your expectations were not cut off, were they?
Hallelujah.
Praise God.
Amen.
God is awesome. He is a faithful God. We bless God. Now we're going to call Pastor Samantha to come forward and close us in prayer. Pastor Samantha, just please give Pastor a big clap offering if she can.
Hallelujah.
I just want to share with you, we brought some resources that we thought might be a blessing to you. I'm a teacher, so if you don't like teaching, then don't get it. But you know what? I decided at some time in my life that I would invest in my education and my development. Those are things God can't do for you. God responds to hunger and to an appetite. If you ever show an appetite that you're interested in things of God, God will meet you there. He said He will satisfy you if you hunger and thirst for righteousness. So I always say I like fashion, but I own more books than I own shoes and clothes and jewelry put together. That's true. When you see a successful person, you know that they put in some sweat. Okay? Your investments always reveal where your heart is and what your intentions are. I just want to encourage you to invest, not because I want you to buy seeds. In fact, if you can't afford something, just let me know. But because I think it will help you grow. I was mentored by Dr. Miles Monroe. That was my personal mentor until they died. And that's one thing we were taught. It was you study, you learn, you expand your thinking, and God will satisfy that. God will fill in that hunger. We have something on destiny. Maybe you don't know what your exact calling is. Everybody has a calling, but we all have general areas. Then we have very specific areas. I was going to talk to you about that tomorrow, but maybe another time. You know, we have very, very specific areas. Otherwise, you can't measure it. How does Paul says, I have not yet fulfilled everything that God called me to fulfill. So this one thing I do, I press toward the mark of the high call. But another time he says, I've finished my course. How do you know if it's not specific? Everything that's not specific, you don't grow it. You can't grow it. What about your calling? There are people who must help you. There are known associations. The calling is not general, it's geographical. Should you be here? Should you be in another country? Where? Who are you called to? I'm called to women. What kind of women? Abused women, fat women, low women, married women, single women, women accountants. There has to be a specific. When you find your grace, you will find what anointing you can access. When you know what your gifts are, you will know. Do you understand? It works that way. And so in these teachings, as a set, I break it down. What about your seasons? Even demons knew when their seasons were. They told Jesus, you can't kill us. Our time is not yet. If you don't know your seasons, how are you going to negotiate? You say, it's my season, it's a new day. What does it look like? When the seasons change, even the clothes you wear change. How come you say the new season and everything about you is the same? Your indulgences. So this is where we break down your identity. We have some stuff on worship. We break down some stuff on purpose, how to pursue it, who must help you, how do you understand, how will you know when you got there. Then we have another one called preparing your family to fulfill destiny. This one's called the destiny part. This is preparing your family. You know, your children shouldn't grow up before you start looking for their destiny. Hallelujah. Nobody. If your mom and dad had known what your destiny is, you'd be farther along in life than where you are. The Bible says even a woman looked at a baby and knew this one is special. She knew how to foster him, who should foster him. That was Jochebed. Yeah? Even Samson's mom and dad asked God, what shall we do to make sure this child fulfills his destiny? God is always, there's nobody whose birth was announced in scripture who God didn't say specific what they should do. But also even you as a parent. God told a man one day, you know his name as Job. God said to Job, get out of here and go and live in Egypt for a few years. Otherwise your son will be killed. Okay? You read it religiously. His name is Joseph. Jesus is dad. Even the dad had to play a part. Even the geography of where they lived played a part in the fact that Jesus lived to fulfill his destiny. God told Samson's mother, the boy must not drink. The man can drink, but you can't drink. Because if you drink, it will go through your breast milk and poison the boy. What you should be protecting, you'll be destroying. I wonder how many of us have destroyed some aspects of our destiny, of our children's life, because we didn't know what that destiny was. And we didn't know what to live. It's not about sin. It's about what fits in with the destiny. So we break it down for you. I can't go into it, otherwise it'll be another preach. Really break it down, and you must determine. But by the time Mary's boy was 12, he knew his destiny. And he knew when other people were playing football where he should hang around. May your children and your grandchildren be like that. But you can do it. The leader and his faith. We talk about different aspects of leadership. But here especially, I talk about what makes faith. What is it peculiar about faith? What's the difference between faith and action? And what is it that makes your heroes like Elijah, like Paul, like Moses, suicidal. Did you know they wanted to commit suicide? Yeah, you're shocked. There are some things the anointing can't do for you. You might be great, you have the Red Sea, but you still want to die. Okay? So how did they overcome that? The leader in his faith and how faith is stepped in. Dealing with conflict. If you've got conflict in your life, sometimes they're not conflicts, they're just disagreements. If you don't take care of it, it becomes conflict, and conflict will destroy your life. We have one that I encourage all men to get. It's called Strategic Living. There's a pack there. And we teach on offense. If you come from Ghana, there's the things that trap mouse are called kwakwe last stop, like the last stop of the mouse. There's a reason why. Offense is going to be your last stop. If you're prone to offense or you're very sensitive, please get that. It will soon kill you. I don't allow offense near me. I don't care if you're a member of staff and you raise the dead in our church and you're the only one who's anointed. If you take offense very quickly or you like conflict, you'll go. Because conflict opens several doors for the enemy to come. The Bible says, if there's strife and conflict amongst you, there's every man of evil work. Some things are going on in our life. It's not some witch somewhere. It's just an open door through offense that came in. This church will never suffer offense. We will not be offensive. You'll keep the unity of the faith. Okay? Sometimes it's not that the pastor is not powerful. It's just that we've opened some doors through our behavior. Arise. There's a word, arise and shine. Arise has 16 or 17 different words, meanings in the Greek and Hebrew. Some of it means you've even expired your last anointing. You're ready for a new one. Okay? What must you do? There's so many. Going deeper in worship. The woman of wisdom. There's just so many. Beautiful feet for those of you who like to evangelize. I should show you another way in which it's not about giving tracts. It's about a more critical, intentional, purposeful, skillful way, competent way of sharing the gospel so that you can see some results. Speak, Lord. That's a good one for singles. Or for those of you who want to hear the voice of God. There's so many out there. Crisis, pursue, overtake, recover all. Anybody like that? Yeah? Anybody wanting to recover some things? But you know that there's a twist on this message. Because when God told David that David had made one decision in his life that caused him to lose all. I don't want to lose anything I have to recover. I don't want to recover anything I shouldn't have lost in the first place. So this message about what you base your decisions on when you are in a crisis. And how you can lose everything or you can restore everything. You don't need to fight for things you shouldn't have lost in the first place. So it's better to not lose them. And that's what the message is about. Thank you so much for bearing with me. I wasn't even looking at the time. It was only later on that I saw that. And I want to so thank Dr. Eric. Thank you for the privilege. Thank you.